Hi there, just thought you guys and gals out there would want to have a look at this interesting little radiator valve that I've got here. This one here is a thermostatic radiator valve, which is common, and you probably all know how this works and what it does. 15mm inlet, tailpiece connects to the end of the radiator there. This one fitted here is just a standard wheel head valve, 50mm connection again. What I want to show you is this interesting little valve here. Now, it looks unusual, and what it's actually called is a double entry or a twin entry radiator valve, where both the connections are fitted to one end of the radiator. Now I can hear you saying that there, some of you have probably seen these, and some of you are saying, oh, that's unusual, how does that work? Well, if you look at the valve, first of all, it's got two 8mm connectors there, which is not, but she's reasonably unusual, usually 10 or 15, but you can successfully heat a radiator on 8. These are 8, and how it actually works is, if you can see in the end of the valve here, there's two holes. Now one of them is connected to the return, and the other one is connected to the flow. So I can hear you saying, well, how does that flow around the radiator? Because it's just going to flow. The flow is going to come out of the flow hole, if you like, and go back down the return hole without flowing around the radiator. Well, what they had in them, I actually come across one of these on a job about 30 years ago. I was quite confused. They have a liner or a piece of tube which runs down the length of the bottom of the radiator, and it terminates about 1 inch from the end. Now, this piece of 8mm pipe actually is connected to that hole there. So you can imagine now, the flow is coming out of this small hole and goes through the radiator, and it's picked up right at the back of the radiator on the bottom, and then returns down this hole here. So that hole is actually extended all the way down the inside of the radiator, which takes the return back. And on the return here, you've got an adjusting screw there, which you screw up or down to balance the radiator, of course. The wheel head just works in the same way. I think one of the reasons why these didn't take off was because the actual boss on these modern type radiators is offset. On the old type Stelrad radiators, you had a hole which was in line with the bottom of the radiator, so you could see right through it, but you can't. It's impossible to fit to these. I don't really know what the point was anyway. I thought they were a bit gimmicky, to be honest with you. They never caught on anyway. I mean, I think these account for about 1 in 10,000 systems, and they're very rare. Of course, they don't sell them, and nobody fits them anymore. But I just thought, it'd be worth talking about. So, yeah, just thought I'd show you that little bit of information. It's just a interesting piece of equipment. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.